This week on the Stampede, a hungry Mustang team prepares for one of the biggest games of the June Jones era.
Going right now up the middle, exact line to the 35, down to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 12.
And enters one of the most intense, high-decibel gridiron environments in college sports.
Deep down the left side, he's got Darius Johnson! Touchdown, SMU!
With one goal in mind: shock the world. The SMU Mustangs are back in Dallas, fresh off a resounding road victory against Memphis, a 42-0 blowout that saw many defensive stars continue to shine.
You know, last week, Torlin Pittman had an outstanding football game. That was a dominant performance from the nose tackle position. We've got some linebackers that are playing well. Taylor Reed's been playing exceptionally well the last 2 weeks. Kevin Pope, he came up with 7 tackles last week and had 2 big hits. We have a Hammer Award that we give to the biggest hit on the defense every week, and Pope was a Hammer Award winner last week.
We as a defense felt like, we as a team also, but we as a defense felt like we did an outstanding job last week versus a very athletic Memphis team. So it was fun.
The offense continued to gel as well, putting up 519 yards of total offense in a balanced attack.
No one has surprised us because they all have so much physical talent. The offensive line is very, you know, there's the senior statesmen out there, and they're doing quite well. Zach's doing quite well. JJ's done real well stepping in and playing real well. And Darius is very smooth, and Cole is Cole. He's such a great receiver. And the young guys outside, you know, the Derek Thompsons are getting better every series, it seems like. So they're all coming along.
We have some new receivers that are, in that they look good. You know, Tuck looks good. Darius looks good. We got some playing time last week and really performed well. So looking for that to carry over into this week as well.
But June Jones was brought to SMU to bring the team to a higher level. And this team must succeed on the big stage in order to achieve that goal. And this week's contender is one of the biggest yet: TCU, a nationally ranked top 20 perennial contender. The team and coaches know the importance a victory would mean for the program, and it's showing in practice.
Well, I think it tells you where we're going and how far we've come in the last 4 years. A game like this, that gives you a good indicator. Are you getting close to being a top 20 program?
It's a really big game. It could be a big signature win. I mean, they're a top 20 team this year, and TCU has a really good offense. They're a really good rushing team. It's going to be a big challenge for us, and for us to knock them off would be really good for this program.
Right now we're trying to grow up and mature as a program. So that's part of our growing and maturity, is that the ability to go in and play people, keep the maturity and the level-headedness, don't make mistakes, and play well enough to succeed and beat people.
Drills grow more intense as the week wears on. The Frogs' upset loss in the first week of the season doesn't give Coach Jones reason to relax.
I don't see anything different. They're the same defense, and they're playing just as hard, and it looks like they have just as good of players. I really don't see any difference. I don't think statistically there's much difference either. They had a couple big plays thrown on them against Baylor, but you eliminate those 4 or 5 throws, I bet the stats are all the same as they were last year.
But this team believes in keeping an even keel and is keeping Saturday's battle in perspective.
I mean, it's another game on the schedule. You know, it's not no more than last week and not no more than the week after this. It's this week. This is the game we're prepared for. This is the game that we're focused on. All of our attention is on this one game, and that's how we're taking it.
You know, stay focused, eliminate our mistakes, know our assignments, know that, you know, TCU is going to make big plays. We're going to make big plays. Just one snap and clear, and, you know, just go to the next play.
We know what's at stake. We know it's a big game, and you know, every game's a big game. You know, every opponent is an opponent. Every target is a target. That's how we try to think of it. And so, you know, TCU's next on schedule, so that's what we focused on. And Coach has done a real good job of getting us prepared. And so we're looking at it one game at a time. And right now, TCU on schedule, so that's what we're thinking about.
Yeah, we need to go out and play well in this game, and it gives us a good indicator as coaches where we're at with the program. We're playing a top 20 team this week, and and I'm looking forward to it.
There's a mutual feeling there between coaches and players and getting ready for the games, and the players expecting the coaches to do their job and the coaches expecting the players, and I think that's a understanding. We got a mission, and that mission is to win games, and so Coach Jones does an outstanding job with the players in accomplishing that.
1, 2, 3, focus.
It's Friday, the day before the big game with TCU. The team enters the film rooms at the crack of dawn for a final look at TCU's personnel and schemes.
Friday morning, coming in here, polishing up on some, last-minute things, some last-minute adjustments, making sure everybody's on the same page, before our final practice, before our final walkthrough. We just want to make sure, any questions and, any doubts, and all those are cleaned up before we go into the game.
And then it's back to class to try to concentrate on studies, with an epic battle looming. Later, the pads are back on for a final practice before the journey to Fort Worth.
After class today, we just get your mind right, start focusing, narrow down on the specifics and our game plan of what we need to do tomorrow. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident, and it's always a fun game. Got some buddies on that team, so even the families in the stands, there'll be some rivalries, and then us boys on the field. And while we're on the field, we'll be going at it, but afterwards we'll shake hands and be buddies again.
Come on back down here. We got one more trip going that way and we're done.
Tomorrow's game marks the 92nd time these foes have battled.
There's a lot of pride. I mean, we've been playing TCU since 1915, and there were some classic games. The 35 game, SMU jumped ahead 14-0. TCU tied the game, and halfway through the fourth quarter, SMU scored on a long pass to Bobby Wilson. SMU won that game and went to the Rose Bowl, and then the TCU games have just meant a lot. And even if both teams have losing records, they want to win that game. Doesn't matter what your record is, we want to beat TCU.
At stake is bragging rights, a school's honor, and most importantly, an oversized iron skillet.
Since both schools are in the Southwest Conference and this is the Southwest, somebody came up with the idea of the skillet. I think at some point they lost the original skillet, but in 1993, I think it was some kids here at SMU wanted to revive the iron skillet. And so it's just been a hot item ever since.
You better back up!
Although SMU's current team was not around for some of the glory days of this matchup, they need no incentive to get motivated for this showdown.
Beat TCU, it's all about beating TCU cross-city rivals. They even had a billboard sign right across from my stadium, man. I mean, that alone, man, should be motivation enough for this team. I mean, I know they're a great team, man, but right across from the stadium, that was just me personally. I took that as the ultimate sign of disrespect right there. Our crosstown rivals just rubbing in our face that they better than us. So we want to prove this game that we will get them this year.
This is a crosstown rivalry. This is what you come to college football to play for. This is what it's all about. Those crosstown rivalries and things like that. These are guys we play high school ball with. So it's going to be a fun atmosphere. They're at their stadium. They have a good crowd. Good fan base. So we're looking forward to it, man. Our students are happy. I'm pretty sure their students are happy, and we're wired up for it. So it's going to be exciting.
And this has been a heated rivalry for a lot of years, and both SMU and TCU take this thing very serious. This is a game you want to win. You always want to win your rivalry game. The players hear it around campus. They hear it from the alums, so do we. And this is a game you want to win.
The team arrives in Fort Worth for a final closed-door meeting.
Well, we kind of treat this, since it's such a close game, I think it's 45 miles from their campus to ours, so we kind of treat it similar to a home game. We're staying this year in downtown Fort Worth at the Hilton there, and we'll have our meetings over there tonight, and then we'll have a snack for them before they go to bed.
Everybody's in a kind of a good mood and, kind of loose, and then tomorrow morning we turn on the switch, and then it's all business.
It is again, a gorgeous afternoon in Fort Worth. 84 degrees will be our high this afternoon.
Since starting camp in the sweltering heat of early August, the SMU football players have been told that winning teams make big plays in big games. Big games are where champions are defined, where teams get noticed, and all the hard work, sweat, and struggle pay off. This afternoon, the Mustangs are face-to-face with a true big game. Big as in against their most hated rival, a bruising top 20 powerhouse. Big as in smack in the middle of enemy territory, where the TCU Horned Frogs have not lost a game in over 4 years. Big as in a national television audience that has seen SMU beat a top 20 team only once in almost 2.5 decades.
It's going to be a tough task for our defense, and we're going to have to be physical up front. You know, TCU is going to run the ball right at us, and you know, their quarterback has done a good job you know, taking over for Dalton and really moving the team. We played them well the last 2 years. Hopefully we'll rally up and play with energy again today.
The pressure is bearing down on the Ponies from all sides today. 2 touchdown underdogs. The offense knows it must perform in order to keep the defense rested, and TCU's offense off the field. 2 key starting receivers, Keenan Holman and the team's leading receiver Cole Beasley, are on the bench nursing injuries. SMU has the ball first and immediately responds to the withering pass rush of TCU with a mix of passes.
Screen left side, Darius Johnson. Nice block from Thompson in front to the 45.
Coach Jones' attack opens up the running game for number 48, Zach Line.
A pickup of 12 for Zach Line and another SMU first down.
But TCU hangs tough, and the Mustangs find themselves with their backs against the wall, facing a 3rd and long against the 10th-ranked defense in the country and their deafening fans.
A 3rd and 8, quick snap. McDermott from the shotgun, looking into the end zone. Fires! Caught! Leaping grab! Touchdown, Darius Johnson!
The touchdown puts the Ponies on the board first. The SMU defense, which has not given up a score in the last 9 quarters, must now stop the explosive Horned Frog offense that has scored on 3 of their 4 opening drives this season. TCU drives, but not far. After 9 plays, the ball is back in the Mustangs' hands. But once again, J.J. McDermott and the Pony offense face a 3rd and long, this time deep in their own territory.
And a play action. J.J. is going to fire it deep down the near side, and Darren Wilkerson has everybody made it to 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, SMU!
Get you some of that.
Ball goes with a pump fake to his right, and then he's sacked in the backfield at the 30-yard line by Taylor Thompson.
Another defensive hold gives SMU the ball, and another 3rd and long. The catch by CUSA's number 1 receiver leads to a Mustang field goal and puts SMU on top 17-0.
DJ, make sure that was a good job. Now make sure on any Thunder or any TCU, you look at 43, look right at it, all right? Good job, fellas. That's the way to go.
The raucous crowd, bathed in purple and used to winning at home, may be caught a little off guard. But Coach Jones' staff knows this fight is far from over.
Just keep playing like you are, okay? Just keep playing, grinding with. Not let up, man. Yeah, that's right. You got to stay on them.
True to form, TCU roars back.
I formation. It is the tailback and up the gut. Touchdown, TCU.
The Frogs' defense stiffens, and by halftime, it's a game. SMU 17, TCU 10. The visiting Ponies relocate to the makeshift locker rooms behind the grandstands of Amon Carter Stadium, which is undergoing a facelift.
If they're playing in and out, the free safety's coming down, he's got the back, okay? So as you drive, if that guy takes the whip, just keep going. If there ain't nothing there, just run right through it.
It's right here, right now. Move it, let's go. Finish this game. Let's go.
The Mustangs head back to the field after halftime, knowing that 30 minutes is an eternity in college football. SMU stands on the precipice of a turning point, and to win big games, stars must make the big plays.
Greg McCoy will take it 2 yards deep in his end zone, runs it out up the right hash. Coming left, bumps the ball out. SMU, Jay Scott, touchdown! SMU on a fumble recovery to open the second half.
The turnover and touchdown on the first play of the second half, and later a field goal, give SMU a 27-10 lead with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. A 17-point lead may make some teams comfortable, but this is a TCU team that has roared back time and again this season, including rattling off 25 points in the fourth quarter alone against Baylor. And roar back they do. Coming up next, TCU turns the tables on the Mustangs to force a wild finale.
Drive this guy into this guy and then come off and get a chip on him. I'm telling you guys, this guy squeeze right here, Zach's gonna be out the gate, right? Execute. What I'm saying, right? You have to win it for us. That's what big-time players do right there. That's what big-time players do.
The SMU Mustangs have fought their way to a 17-point lead at TCU's Amon Carter Stadium. The number 20 ranked Horned Frogs have endured slow starts twice this season, only to come back victorious. So it's no surprise the dominance that makes them a top 20 national contender asserts itself as the fourth quarter dawns.
Ha pumps one, snap throws into the end zone. Touchdown to Josh Boyce.
It's 27-17 SMU with 14 minutes left in the game. The momentum is shifting in TCU's favor. SMU's offense quickly responds and gets the ball to the TCU 21 in just 3 plays.
McDermott looking to his right. Now he's going to fire it deep down the left side. He's got Darius Johnson diving backwards. Touchdown, SMU!
The remarkable catch by the emerging star puts the Mustangs up 33-17. But the TCU offense is finally clicking. With over 13 minutes left, the Frogs start to put points on the board. The touchdown makes the score 33-23 with 11 long minutes left.
Hey, come on. You hear me? Right now, that's moving the number 9 defense. It's right there. Not in the first one. Come on.
Another unsuccessful pony drive that leads to a TCU field goal makes it a 1-touchdown game at 33-26 with 3.5 minutes left in regulation. SMU fails to convert on their drive, and the Frogs march down the field, finding themselves with a 2nd and 4 deep in SMU territory.
This one is caught. Touchdown, TCU.
The touchdown ties the score at 33 apiece and sends the game into overtime. The Mustangs and the Horned Frogs are engaged in an epic battle. Any thoughts TCU may have had about dominating this afternoon evaporated long ago. Each team will get the ball on the 25-yard line with a chance to score. With momentum clearly on the side of TCU, the Ponies take the field and attempt to make a statement about who they are.
Tied at 33 in overtime. 5 wide this time for McDermott. Cole Lofton, the extra receiver. TCU showing a blitz, but they only bring 4. McDermott looks to his right. He's going to throw for the end zone. Yes, touchdown! Jeremy Johnson, first of his career!
The score puts SMU ahead by a touchdown. 4 plays later, it's 4th and 2 for TCU on the SMU 17-yard line. SMU is on the precipice of victory.
At the 17, and SMU stop and they win it in OT. Hall looks to his right. SMU wins it! 40-33 in overtime!
Although it is just one game, just one win, the ensuing pandemonium is sweet celebration for a program that has struggled mightily to find its place among the game's elite.
We were hoping to end it in regulation. Once it went to overtime,
And coach dialed up a good play. We made a good catch. Defense did an outstanding job. It's a battle. We knew they were going to come out fighting. We got up on them early, but they're a good team. They're a top 20 team, so we knew that they're going to get some shots on us, so we just had to keep playing. And eventually we took it to overtime, but we pulled it out.
This is awesome. You know, this is going to bring, you know, as far as recruiting goes for Coach Jones. But other than that, just, you know, you start winning games, you win, well, we on 3 in a row now, you start getting on that roll where you don't think you'll lose anymore. Well, I knew this game we wanted to get, you know, a solid line of kickoff guys out there. They knew they had number 7, McCoy, number 3, who was also a good returner. Basically, I just ran as fast as I could. I think my shoes were running faster than my body, but once I got down there, my eyes got kind of big. The linebacker mentality came back, and just made a form tackle, what we work on every day, and that's what happens.
This is my senior year, and it feels good to go out with a win right here. But one thing we can't do is get complacent. We have a long road ahead of us. This just shows, you know, the credit to Coach Jones, what he's done with the program and the way we're headed. But this is a great win. It's a great feeling.
Fans and players alike make the journey back to the locker rooms, overcome with joy.
Well, I'm almost delirious. I mean, it's been a long time, and to win it here on the TCU campus makes it even sweeter.
Yeah, well, I just stepped out here. It's pretty. I'm really excited for the kids. A lot of the seniors in particular, you know, battled through so many things. Kelvin Beecham and Bryce Dennison and Josh, and everybody. And, you know, I'm just really happy for them to see this.
I was really proud of the whole team today. It's overwhelming. When JJ came to the huddle, he gave me that look like, I'm coming to you, so I just had to be ready to make the catch and make a big play. This program is on the turnaround. We're trying to bring it up, so look out for SMU.
I didn't even know I was in the end zone. When I caught it, I was just so overwhelmed. I was like, I didn't know what to do, but I was so happy that I caught it.
The victory billboarded the Ponies as a program to be reckoned with leadership and players who are hungry to go to the next level and are willing to go the extra mile to get there.
You know, I'm speechless. I done cried. It's tears of joy. All that hard work, missing out with family time, missing family reunions, missing all those different things. All that work paid off. It was a tough game from the start, back and forth. You know, we was on top. You know, they made a comeback, but we held off and did what we had to do just to win the game. And that's what happened.